The refs convened for a couple minutes.
2nd down and 6 as Allen will do the fake. It's a play action under pressure as Bradley nearly got to him. Allen has to throw it away.
That is intentional grounding. There wasn't a receiver in the area. The ref just threw the flag.
Yeah.
Yep.
And we do get the intentional grounding, so a loss of a down as well. So it's going to be 3rd down.
Pass is incomplete.
As we'll see where they push it back to.
That's intentional grounding against the G-men.
Yeah, Cam threw that one away to avoid the sack, but he threw it out of bounds, and there wasn't a Graham receiver within 20 yards.
You have to think, what if they hadn't called that? What would have been the reaction maybe on the sideline for the Cats as fired up as that sideline's been over the last few minutes?
Yes, for sure.
Probably a call that you've kind of earned at this point, maybe?
Yeah, maybe.
So they're going to move it back. Let's see where they end up marking it from.
Intentional grounding penalty is marked off to the
42-yard line, so it'll be 3rd down.
Yeah, the defense definitely needs a stop right here. Big play for the Bearcat defense.
You got to watch that slant route because that's really what they've been working.
Yes. Yeah, we don't want to give them too much of a cushion. Their last touchdown just came on a 3rd and long.
You got to get some pressure on Allen, too. It's a bad snap. Allen lost it, and the Cats do get pressure, but 3 missed tackles, and he's still out. Now 4 missed tackles. He just has to ditch out of bounds.
Nice.
Man, but atrocious tackling there by this defense. You got to wrap up a player like that.
Yeah, you can't let him continue to make you miss because he'll make you pay. But good job by the rest of the pursuit of the defense to force him out of bounds for another loss. And great job by the Bearcat defense right there with the stand to keep the Bearcats' hopes alive.
4:16 to go, 3rd quarter, 28-6. Graham leading, but the Bearcats are going to get the ball back here as Dales is on for the punt. He is at his own 44,
snap,
and the snap goes over his head. Cats try to get pressure on him, and he's going to throw it out wide to the right side. Missed tackle, and he falls down at the 35. So a bad snap went over the head. The punter, Dales, chucked it out wide to the left to Booker, and Booker was tackled at the 35. It's going to be a net of about 20-yard field position swap there.
Yeah, that was huge, Dale, and that's what we've been saying all game. The Bearcats have had some opportunities to take advantage of Graham mistakes, but they failed in each attempt so far. Now let's see if they can grind right here and put another score on the board before the end of the 3rd quarter and make this a ball game for the 4th.
So the offense back on the field, favorable field position, as Doug said, and an opportunity to try to cap off a drive and try to get this game back into reach. You feel like this is the drive for the Cats if you want to continue playing this year.
Absolutely.
And it's coming here early in the 3rd. This time Rose keeps off the right side, and he's tripped up from behind right at the line of scrimmage. That time it was Hearn, looked like on the tackle.
Yeah, that's about the 3rd or 4th time I've seen Hearn come through untouched, basically, and being able to make a stop for a short gain or a loss.
So 2nd down, actually mark it as a loss of a yard, as the Bearcats are working at the Graham 38-yard line after that high snap that sailed over the head of Dales. An opportunity here, like we said, Graham's allowing the Cats to hang around. It's whether the Cats want to take it or not. Rose fakes the handoff, spins out, and now trying to keep it up the middle, and Graham's all over at that time. They bring him down for a loss of about 3, and it'll bring up 3rd down and 14. I mean, how surprised are you? I know that we knew this was going to be the decision to move to this offense. I didn't realize it was such a – I thought maybe it was a few drives sort of deal, but it seems like
I had no idea how long we were going to stick with it, but we have moved the ball pretty well. Some big runs, couple passes. We just haven't been able to finish off a couple drives. And credit to Graham's defense. They made adjustments. And
3rd down and 14. They put Thomas in motion. Rose, they try the screen play off to the left, and the pass is incomplete.
We got a late hit back here.
Late hit, it looks like on Graham.
We're going to get a first down.
Yeah, they hit Rose after he let go of the football.
Pass is incomplete.
They're actually waving it off.
Yeah. It was a screen pass, and there were linemen were downfield, but the ball was in the backfield. That's a legal play.
Oh, they must have been trying to say that maybe they were holding up Ratcliffe before and where it was a screenplay. At least that's what they're saying over the PA, but I don't think the PA man really knows what
the play was set up big there with Aaron having a lot of pressure in his face. He was able to get rid of it, and the pass was a little high, but Colton wasn't able to bring it in.
4th down and 14, and the punt team on the field. Ratcliffe punting from his own 50, or from his own 48. As it's punted, a good one out to Lester inside the 10, and the Bearcats able to converge on the coverage team and tackle him inside the 10 at the 9-yard line.
6-yard line to the 9-yard line. It'll mark the play actually at the 10, 1st and 10 for the Graham defense.
Good coverage that time, but now you got to, now the real work begins. You got to stop Cam Allen and all these.
Yeah, now it's
threats.
time that we can't let Graham to start chewing up clock. Because I'd say with a 3-touchdown lead and 2 minutes left to go in the third, that's kind of where their mindset may be. The defense needs to get a 3-and-out here and give another opportunity to the offense.
That's what makes this Graham team so dangerous is that, they don't have to beat you with big plays. They will and they can, but they can drive the football too with Reed at running back. And this time they'll hand off to Reed right up the middle. He lowers his shoulder, gets up past the 15, near the 20, a 9-yard run by Reed, and he's just hard to bring down when he gets the momentum out of the gun.
Yeah, he just lowered his shoulder and just run over Jalen Dingus right there. Big load backs like that, you've got to attack. You can't sit and wait on them.
There's a snap yet again, Reed, and he breaks through a big hole out past the 35, 40, still going to the 50, across the 50 to the 48-yard line. It's not like he is just rolling past guys fast. He's just churning, a straight line runner, and once he finds a gap, he kind of sticks to it, and that's what he did that time, and nobody touched him.
Nothing fancy. The Bearcat defense was just really out of position right there.
About 30 yards on the run that time by Reed. But, once he gets going, there's no change of direction. It's
he's
like a train coming
he's
down the
a mirror image to Aaron on the other side, two big guys that when they get going downhill, they're hard to stop.
1st down and 10 from the 48. This time the Bearcats converge on him. So I'm sure Coach Sidnor over there and Coach Price saying about time. That time it was Booker up the middle.
Yeah, that's what you need to do. When a team is starting to run in between the tackles and trying to chew up clock, you've got to converge as a defense and make the stop.
And they are kind of in kill clock mode as Allen, instead of taking the plays from the sideline, instead of taking them signals, they're calling them in manually. So Allen walking over to
they're definitely bleeding clock. That's for sure.
2 wide to the left side. Lester, the slot receiver in this formation, as Allen takes a snap. They'll fake the handoff to Reed, and Allen's going to keep off the left, and he's dropped right at the line of scrimmage. Yeah, the line for the Cats closed down.
John
Dante.
Malumba,
Dante and John, along with Cooper Gobble, mixing it up there at the 48-yard line. Make it the 47. It's 3rd down and 11 for Graham. Another chance here for the Bearcats to try to get Graham off the field. There's 30 seconds left.
Yeah, Graham will have to snap it one more time in the third quarter. Looks like the game clock is about 5 seconds ahead of the play clock.
3rd down and 11. Like we said, an important play here for the Cat defense. Booker in the backfield. They do a screen play off to the right side. The pass is low. They're going to rule it a forward pass incomplete. So 4th down coming up, 4th and 11, and 4 seconds left on this third quarter clock.
Great job again by the Bearcat defense there. Now the offense really needs to light a fire under themselves. They don't need anybody to do it for them. They need to just go out there and make some plays. It's still a ball game right now, Dylan. But time's starting to become the enemy for the Bearcats.
Yeah, you feel like from here on out that it's going to have to be this for the Bearcat defense. No more points can be allowed on that side, and this offense is going to have to basically change the way they've played all year and break out for another quarter like they did against Tazewell week 1, which we've not seen really since. Punt is blocked and picked up by Johnny Delaney, and he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Cats. We're going to have a new ball game heading into the fourth quarter it wasn't really blocked by us. It ran into the back line, the lineman that was back there as the defender kicked it right in between his numbers, and Johnny picked it up and took it 40 yards for the touchdown. 28-12 the score as the clock is 0-0 on this third quarter, as we'll have an untimed extra point, of course.
Looks like we're going for two, Dylan.
Yeah, I think you about have to. You're 28-12 the score. So with 0.00 on the clock, blocked punt.
That's
Johnny
that's
Delaney.
The big play we've been asking for right there from special teams.
Yep. I'm not sure it was us.
No, but we'll take it.
Someone was there to pick it up.
That's right. Great awareness by the freshman, Johnny. I mean, he knew to pick it up and take off, and that's another freshman with a lot of speed.
2 TDs for him today.
That's right. That's right. And he's got a lot of speed. Looks like Graham.
So,
Graham's going to call a timeout.
Graham's going to burn a timeout. Wow, what a turn of events here. I said 4 seconds left. Maybe, you're going to get the ball back at least, but I didn't think we was going to see a score before the end of that 4 seconds.
No, but, man, that win is about as good as it possibly could for the Bearcats right there. Now, it's a new ball game. See if they can't get this 2-point conversion in and be within 2 touchdowns. And you never know. It's playoff football. That's why, Graham's the favorite on paper, but that's why they play the games, Dylan.
28-12 at the moment. The Cats will line up, it appears, and go for 2 here. Again, we technically are still in the third quarter.
Yeah. It's no time on the clock.
No time left. Yeah. So they've already got 12 minutes showing on the clock, but with this extra point or field goal or 2-point conversion. Right now, it's a 26-point football game. Of course, 13 would get you to 25, so you're
15.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, 15.
Yep.
Pardon me, it was 26 earlier, wasn't it? Or 25 earlier? 22 earlier. I'll get it right.
That's all right, you get it.
It's been a long week, Doug. I'm no math guy either. They go tight formation for this 2-point conversion. Rose will keep off the right side, trying to stay up, but he's wrestled down by, yet again, Hearn, the senior. He's basically had a lock on Aaron whenever he goes through unblocked like that. He's definitely got the advantage.
Yeah, it seems like that's a big adjustment that the Graham defensive side has made as they've started spying Aaron with Hearn. And if we can't get a hat on Hearn, he makes the play.
So 16-point lead for Graham as we enter the fourth quarter. 28-12, the G-Man lead. So you really didn't lose a lot going for 2 there.
No, that was definitely worth the try right there. It's still a 2-score game. The Bearcats have caught some breaks. Hopefully for their sake they catch a couple more and are able to do something with it and shock the world, like they like to say, Dylan.
So a fresh 12 on the clock. Let's take a quick commercial break. Here's our friends at State Line Motors.
Bearcat Radio is brought to you by State Line Motors. Visit State Line Motors on Euclid Avenue in Bristol.
Alvin and the Chipmunks want to remind you to keep bacteria in food from making you ill with 4 simple steps.
This will be a walk in the park.
Clean. Wash hands and surfaces often.
I'm waiting for the rinse cycle.
Separate. Keep raw meats away from ready-to-eat foods.
Yep.
Cook. Make sure meat, poultry, and seafood is cooked to the right temperature.
Fire in the hole!
And chill. Refrigerate food promptly.
Bingo!
Check your steps at foodsafety.gov. Brought to you by the USDA, HHS, and the Ad Council. The road trip to food safety starts at foodsafety.gov.
Hi, welcome back to Bearcat Radio's coverage of the Region 2D playoffs. Cats set to kick it off here to start the fourth quarter after the end of the quarter score as they kick the little squib. It is touched by Graham, a live football, and it's still loose and recovered at the last moment by Cam Allen. He seems to always be there when they need him. He's a headache for any other for the other team, but
that's
he's always
right,
there.
But yeah, man, he's definitely
Mr.
Dependable for the G-Men, that's for sure.
So if you're just tuning in, the Cats with a punt block, I guess we're going to call it a block punt. It was really the punter kicking it into his own man, and Johnny there to pick it up and take it back. It was 40-yard touchdown. Either way, hey, it's 6 points on the board. The 2-point conversion failed. 28-12, Graham leading here as we start this fourth quarter action. Cam Allen and the G-men seemingly one drive away from putting the game away, but this Bearcat defense has been stingy today at times. They're going to have to do it this whole fourth quarter. They put Lester in motion, go jet sweep off the right side. Plenty of room, great blocking out wide to the right. And Lester is loose down the sideline, and that is unmatched speed heading toward the end zone. A touchdown for Lester. Too easy. That